What's up, guys? This is ShadowWolf810, and I've got another awesome episode of ShadowWolves featured here for you. Today, we're going to be looking at a nice little Slayer map called Barcelona. It was made by Rashad1595. I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Maybe like Rashad. I don't know, whatever. So this is a pretty nice little symmetrical Slayer map here. It's forged very nicely, so it's going to get a pretty good score for forging. The weapons placed, well, you can't really misplace weapons unless they're in a massive pile of death and destruction, but so it's going to get a decent score for there. The spawn points, they're good, trust me, I looked at them. Creativity, I'm implementing something new. You guys were all bitching like, it can't be not creative and it can't be this, so I'll show you once the score thing comes up. I'll explain this more, but it's going to get an okay score, average score for creativity, and for aesthetics, it's going to get a pretty good score, so 7 out of 10 for aesthetics, 5 out of 10 is the new standard for creativity. That's average, so anything above that, it's more creative than normal. Anything beneath that, it's like stolen or whatever. Spawn 7, weapons 7, forge quality 8, for a grand total of 34 out of 50. So I needed to get that little spiel out to you guys so you knew what the new thing was, unless you don't like that. So leave a comment and tell me if you don't want creativity to be 5 if it's like not outwardly creative and it's not outwardly like stolen or uncreative, So, okay, today's commentary topic submitted by Nathan Brunin, and he wants to know what was the first console that I ever played on. Now, the first console that I ever played on was a Nintendo 64, which is, it's not as cool as being able to say, like, hey, the first console I ever played on was like an NES or whatever, but in a couple of years, it will be almost as cool. Like, yeah, you can tell all the little, like, 5th grader people, like, yeah, I played on an N64, and they're like, what is that? And then one of them's like, dude, I think it's a Game Boy, and like, they all talk back and forth, and, oh, it'd be great. But yeah, I got that for, like, Christmas on my 3rd, 4th, 5th birthday, somewhere in there. I really do not know. I'm leaning more toward, like, 5-ish. I kind of don't see why my parents would buy me that when I'm 3, but yeah, I'm thinking about 5 was when that happened. I don't know, was it even out in 2000, because that's when I would have been 5. Yeah, now you know the year I was born. Way to go, stalker. But yeah, that was the first console I ever played anything on. I still have it. It's plugged into the TV in my room. Sometimes I'll play it with friends and random crap. I still got all my games and everything. Maybe I'll hang on to it till like 2035, and then it'll be like technology that nobody knew existed, except for, well, there's masses of, Google things. That'd be a good commentary topic, talking about how, like, stuff in the history is not going to be forgotten hardly ever now because of all the recording crap we have now. Anyway, that's a totally different subject, but I wanted to tell you guys the first game I ever played was Rugrats in Paris. It was pretty fun. It took me forever to beat that game too. I couldn't figure out how to beat the last mission. It was pissing me off. But what was your guys' first ever console that you played on? Because that's a good memory to have, like the first thing that got you into video games. I mean, if you're watching a gaming video on YouTube, it must be something pretty important. So, keep that in mind. That's something that got you into it. So, anyway, guys, leave commentary topics, ideas for next episode if you have any, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. I mean, he fights off an entire alien invasion single-handedly, and he gets blowjobs from 2 hot girls at the same time while playing his own video game.